Hello, welcome to the fourth dimension. My name is Maria. I am your Sherpa for this read. I present a weekly zodiac forecast, usually for the upcoming week, and then I do a midweek pulse on Wednesday, followed by a what to expect on the weekend read for all zodiac signs. I do a collective though for the pulse, to be fair, and for the weekend read. I am reading for March 17th through the 23rd for Taurus. If you just found me, and you've never seen me before, welcome. Every zodiac sign is welcome. I believe you found me for a reason. I don't necessarily believe in coincidences anymore. So there might be a message here for you. Stick it out and see if this resonates. Again, if you do feel like this resonated, please consider subscribing. My goodness, that is the best blessing you can give any reader because it helps us grow our algorithm. There's a million readers out there, so if this doesn't resonate, I'm sure you will find another reader that will. And feel free to subscribe, and that way we grow our channel and we can reach a much larger footprint on the universe and reach some other people that might need this message. And then lastly, hit that like button if you do find it helpful or at least entertaining, and leave a positive comment. I love reading the comments, y'all. I read every single one of them. And the reason why I read them is it's kind of interesting because I'll get a comment from somebody in Holland, right? Like I did this morning, and they were commenting on their reading and how it resonated, and then somebody in England will follow up with something. It's kind of cool. So, Taurus, here you go. This is your weekly spread. The first set of cards is kind of like at a glance. So I'm using Heart's Hidden Secrets right here. And at the bottom of the deck, which I should probably flip over and look, is I have boundaries. You might be exhibiting some boundaries or putting up some boundaries, or somebody else might be putting up boundaries with you. And it's drawing the line, enough is enough, that sort of thing. And your tarot spread, overall vibe, is the 10 of Pentacles, which is kind of, I always put a visual with these cards so it helps the viewer resonate with like, what the hell is that? The 10 of Pentacles is like the epitome, the I have arrived. So if you can imagine two 90-year-olds sitting on a porch, you know, surrounded by their kids or grandkids, you know, legacy, and they're reviewing their life and they're reviewing all their accomplishments and they're just sitting there rocking. That's this card. It's life fulfilled, right? It's the wishes fulfilled. So that's a great energy to have, Taurus, for the week. Along with boundaries, you might be dealing with somebody. I feel like it's a relationship. It might be at work. I don't get that vibe. It might be somebody at work that you're close with. But I'm not, I don't know. We'll find out. If it does resonate, let me know. And you might have to flip it or switch it because several times the energy is just off the cards. I'm not there with you. I don't know who these people are. And I'm reading for a lot of people. But the energy is the same, nonetheless. So we have, right out of the bat, you're going to be struggling with somebody being disloyal. So when I get the cards in the reverse, I leave them that way. I feel like there was a reason. I start with all of my decks in the upright prior to a read. So when it comes out in the reverse, I take it as, like I said, no coincidences. It's meant for your eyes or your ears. So you're struggling with somebody, trusting them, being reliable and believing what they're having to say. I guarantee you it's probably the person you're trying to put boundaries around. You do have a page of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is somebody that you're struggling with boundaries, as well as the Knight of Swords. So this is rushing in, right? Rushing in to have an honest conversation. So two things are happening. Actually, one thing is happening. The person that you're struggling with isn't coming forward with their true intention. If they are offering you, because it could be any card, but they're choosing, you know, your Sherpa tribe, your energy is choosing to tell me it's a Page of Pentacles. So somebody wants to have a conversation about a commitment or what went wrong in the commitment. But I get the sense that they're not telling you the whole truth, nor are they're taking their sweet ass time as well. Quite honestly, they're just it might be you might be sitting on the fence. I feel like you're struggling a little bit with trust, and they know this, they're not dumb. They absolutely feel that energy off you. So they're kind of like gingerly walking towards you to have this conversation, but they're not disclosing everything, and they're not telling you that they really want a relationship. They're just trying to amend the previous garbage, and you're still putting boundaries around it, because I think you're going to get to a place where they're going to have a conversation about the relationship. Maybe not offer you it outright, like a long-term commitment. It might be a date and see, but starting with a friendship, that's kind of the overall energy. It's super guarded. Taurus, I get the sense you are super guarded, as you should be. This person blew your trust, or vice versa. You blew it. It doesn't matter. Somebody blew it. Somebody's walking around elusive, like, again, dishonest. I just said this. I don't look at the cards before I read them. I just pull them out. Like, you're seeing them the first time I am as well. But that justifies and validates what I just said. They are withholding information. You feel like they're kind of being shady. That's the best word I can come up. Deceptive, not completely clear with the plan, like a trickster, you know, like they're not telling you the whole story, and it's bothering you. This is a person that you put some energy and time in, and you were investing in. So for them not to come correct or straight, you're gonna have a challenge. You're gonna be challenged with this. I have the Fool card in the middle, in the middle of the spread. So this is somebody that you, I feel, jumped in a relationship with without thinking, without even, you just emotionally jumped in. You know, the Fool is a 0. So you closed out a chapter back here, and you haven't entered a new chapter forward. You haven't picked a door. You haven't picked a person until now, until recently. And the Fool is a brand new white, clean slate, brand new page in a new chapter, and you jumped in this thing not having all the information. And either you're the King of Wands or you're dealing with the King of Wands, and it is a king. It is the grown version of the Knight of Wands, who's my Saturday night, who's not really around Sunday morning. You know, they're hit it and quit it kind of. The adult version has improved a little bit, but same energy. So they are committed-ish. You know, they have a lot of passion. They go after what they want. They're very strategic. Let's put it that way. And I think they want you. This person wants you, because he'd be the knight, and he's not. He's a king. So he's made his decision that he wants to come back. I get after you. It's a finality. I think there was a final period. I think that's the chapter that closed. I can't make this up, y'all. I'm just like, it's unfolding as I'm telling it. So there was a chapter that ended. You put a period in it. I feel like you did. You walked away from this person. They hurt you. You felt an injustice was done, and they're coming back. They want to have another conversation about this relationship. In the center of your spread, the vibe of the whole week, the energy coming off the table is death and rebirth, and it's in the reverse. So this person wants to entertain a new beginning with you. It was put to death previously, and you feel like there's not justice done. You still feel from this previous relationship, this person has yet to amend and own the responsibility of the heartache they created, which is why you're definitely got some high walls going up, seriously high walls. I have beginnings in reverse in your future spread. Like I said, I keep them in the state they fall for a reason. I don't think you're entertaining this. I think you're hesitant about a new beginning. I feel like you're struggling with a start over, with a reset, because they haven't taken ownership of the pain that they created back here. On the bottom of, or right below that, I have the strength in reverse. You're lacking strength. You're feeling weak. You're shaky. You still have great love for this person. This took a long time for you to get over, Taurus. And this person, this conversation is going to bring you a lot of anxiety. You're going to be in your head. You're going to not be able to sleep at night. It's going to be like all day, every day. And you wake up, you think about it, etc. You see this person, you saw this person, let me rephrase. You saw this person as your divine masculine, a match to your femininity. Now, again, that's the name on the card. I can't say gender or whatever, but I go with what the card says, and it's in reverse, meaning you don't see this person as they didn't show up as your divine, and you're questioning this person as being your soulmate. You thought this person was your yin to your yang, that you were, you know, hand in glove, gene in pocket, you know, to everybody's. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but I said every gene has a pocket, right? You were the pocket to their gene. This must be a Midwest thing. I don't know. I do believe, Taurus, that you're second guessing this relationship, and you've been wondering, like, why would my divine masculine treat me this way or do this situation? And again, I take it as it resonates. I'm just telling you the energy on the table. It's masculine energy, and the card says divine masculine, so can't help it. We do have a wheel in the reverse. So this person, whoever this is that you're dealing with, wants to come in and turn your wheel back. So let's talk. Let's put a pause in this so we all understand what this looks like, okay? So every timeline, we'll just draw a line right here, okay? This is your birth to your death, and there's chapters all throughout your timeline. In the chapter, you're spending time and energy and resources and investing in this partnership that you choose to go on this path with in that chapter. You can go from chapter to chapter to chapter. People that have married 50 years, they can either have one long chapter or a break between, but they keep choosing the partner throughout that period of time. This is one of those situations. So you just close this chapter, put a period in it, and you haven't opened up the next chapter. You have this period of dharma/karma where you get all the blessings or consequences, as it happens to be, depending on what you did and who you are. So the good things coming in, Spirit and your Sherpa team guides, whatever, have enough intellect to say this was an unrequited situation where one party gave more consistently and they got the shit end of the stick. That's the best way to put it, Taurus, you know? So I believe you were the person receiving that. You didn't get any blessings. You didn't feel like you got anything. You didn't feel like this was requited. You put in more, you didn't get anything back, or what you expected you didn't get back. You closed out that cycle, and a couple weeks later, you start recognizing that things are going easier, you're feeling better, you're feeling healthy, people are paying attention to you, you know, people are like hitting you up, asking for your phone number, that sort of thing. So you're recovering from this, even though you're still healing from this last relationship, and here he comes again. Here comes your divine inverted masculine. And they want to catch that train. They want to jump back on, and they want you to redo the wheel and go backwards. It's your choice. You can definitely take this person with you. And again, use your intuition, identify if there's been actual changes and before you take them on to the next chapter. And here comes that Page of Cups. And they are going to have a conversation about love in the same conversation. Maybe the next day or a couple days later. But I think that's the intent. I think they're putting their big toe in the pond to see how much you hate them and if they have an opportunity to correct it. And I think they're just going to jump in and have the conversation about you. And they are being elusive, they are, but I think they're going to get to a place where they're going to tell you they want to redo, they want to come back in and recreate this lovely relationship. This actually makes you very, very happy. This is, again, your overall energy of the week, Taurus. Makes you very, very happy. Although you do feel still a little guarded, and you want some answers. This is not having all the answers, and I feel like they made a bad choice in their last decision. And they might tell you about it. They might not. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? I don't know. I want to clarify a couple of cards, please. But I need my readers because I have old eyes, so just bear with me. So I want to ask about this loyalty, this Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, all in the reverse. Tell me about this, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. Ooh, hello. Yes. Oh, could not be more clear. Oh my goodness. All right. So we have. So what they're being elusive about and loyalty about. They want to undo. They want to undo the fighting. There's a 5 in the reverse, so I keep it like that. They want to undo the fighting, the conflict. They want to, yeah, they might, the word trickery comes to mind. Again, they seem elusive because they're not being forthright with the shit show they brought in your life. And they're not really wanting to talk about the how we got here. They just want to, like, forget that. Just let's pass that chapter. Let's just move forward. That's the vibe I get. And they want to undo this tower that they created. Kind of like back here. They want to go back and make you go back and do this chapter again. They are going to come in, but it's slow, man. It's a slow moving pentacle. So it is the slowest moving knight out of all of the knights. It takes forever for that pentacle to come in. And they're saying, you've been patient, you've been waiting, you've been healing, and now here comes this pentacle. And you're like, I've kind of shut this door, right? I've healed from this. I'm moving forward. I'm getting hit on by, 15 other people that I might want to explore. It did turn out well. I don't know if I want to redo this. They're offering you an Ace of Cups. I believe initially they're not. I believe initially they're coming in not even thinking this is an option, but it might be. Right behind that is you have to use your intuition. You don't have all the answers. That has a blindfold on it. You're making a blind decision, judgment call per se. And they're going to come in with a lot of communication. They're going to be chatty. They're going to be like, talk, 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 talk. They want to get through this. It's very, very humbling for them to come back and have a conversation to see if you're even interested to move forward. Tell me about this rebirth and death, please. Okay, yep. I got the Four of Wands jumping out. Four of Wands, yep. I got the Seven of Cups in the reverse. I have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. Somebody stable. They want to have a relationship with you. They see you as stable, kind, generous, giving, loving, nurturing. You are a mother / lover / girlfriend / hot mama, like the whole package. You are everything. They find you intelligent. They also find you cute and funny, But they walked away from this, and now they're like, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I need to come back. I had options. They did, keeping it real with you. And now they're whittling them down to one, which is you. And they learned their lesson. They're making a decision to come forward. They are stuck though. Believe me this, they are back and forth in their head a lot. They go through withdrawal, like wise mental withdrawal. They go back and they're like, she isn't going to accept me back. So then she stops, and this is the vibe I'm getting, and they get stuck. Right behind that is 3. They're going to go forward anyway. You're going to be the Queen of Swords. You're showing up going, please come correct or I'll cut your tongue out. It's my mafia queen. She's like, you don't come correct and address me in the manner that I am needing to be addressed in. Honest, forthright, no effery. We're not doing that today. That's your vibe. You are clear with those boundaries, which is ironic because you've set them. You're like, we're not, guess what we're not doing today? This BS. No lying to me. I want to know the whole truth. Why are you here? That's the kind of vibe I get. You aren't messing around. But the outcome is, this conversation makes you extremely happy. I feel like you find out some truths that you've been waiting on, even in the relationship when you had your guard up and red flags going off. And I get like you had holes, gaps in the story that you've been waiting for this conversation so you could address those things. I'm going to encourage really strongly, you're going to have to identify, let me start up here. You're going to have to identify if they come back corrected, doing some inner work, because they will be transparent with you. And they're going to be honest, even though it hurts. And it might hurt. I get the sense, several of you, you're going to be straight. Taurus, the reason why I think they never invested to the full length is 1, their fear of commitment and abandonment, for sure. 2, I think they think that you are better than they are. They have a low self-esteem and they got to work on that. True story. However, there's an arrogance to them, so it's a little bit narcissistic. So they have a very high opinion of themselves with a low self-esteem. High opinion and low self-esteem. I'm better than everybody, but I got to compete. This constant back and forth. So I feel like when you're dealing with somebody like that, with those characteristics, and they haven't quite healed yet from their own childhood stuff, it makes that challenging to trust the person because they're a little ping pong all over the map. And I feel like that's kind of why you're in your head. That's the whole thing, is you're evaluating this behavior and saying, has this person changed or not? Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, is you're discerning if this is an actual investment or not. Tell me about this Divine Masculine and this inverted wheel and this Page of Cups. I mean, it's always a Disney story when we close with, and they offered the cup of love, and but if it's a toxic cup of love, like, don't drink the poison just because you're thirsty. All right, so yeah, I have and I believe this, again, it's an upright deck and I got reversals, so I have the I have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this person is being a little deceitful. They are withholding, and I think they might have an agenda. I feel like they are unpredictable. That's how you see them. And the agenda may be that they haven't gotten rid of their third party yet, and they're just coming to see a level of your interest. I did a reading this week, and this really resonates strongly with what I'm reading. And I'm talking to this girl, and she says, I got a ring. And I just, out of my mouth, was like, of course you did. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I said, well, when you have a ring, you aren't going anywhere. And like, you're on the shelf. You're off the market. So now I said, is there a date? Like when you get married? She's like, oh yeah, no, we're not even there yet. I'm like, okay. So something to think, just food for thought. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's poverty, bad faith, danger. So this person might be a little, because it's a Pentacle card, they might see you as stable and secure. And the unfortunate thing is they might need your support, your financial support. And that might be why they're coming back. And historically, either you have overstepped this person, you're going to overstep this person, or this person did not choose you. So that is how you're going to know who this person is that I just asked to clarify. So definitely these are blessings coming in for you, Taurus. Serious, like major blessings. Like expect an increase in your job, your money, maybe a new job, maybe you're leveling up. They recognize you as leveling up, and they want to jump on your coattail, that's the word, right? Jump on your coattails and ride this out with you. And they're feeling like you're winning, and they're very competitive. Whoever this is seems a little childish. But they're very competitive with you, and they are sad that they didn't choose you, because the partner they chose, they got rolled. they got taken advantage of, and you ended up elevating out of the pain and the sitting in your silence and evaluating and determining your worth. And as a result, you're doing well, Taurus. I think you're doing fine. It hurt like a son of a bitch. I mean, seriously, this was painful. But you elevated. I think you're over it. I think you've been over it. And I think you are kind of shocked at how easily you got over it. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think you're going to accept this. I think you're walking away. If you do accept it, know that it's going to be prosperity without happiness, meaning you can invest in something and you not have your ROI back. Yep, and I have Judgment. This is the divine. I was waiting for this card. Your team is stepping in and protecting you from this relationship for sure, 100%. Judgment has been served, and they are trying to stop this from occurring. I can't even begin to say. I'm sorry. Some of you are going to be like, some of you are going to argue with this, which is fair. I don't blame you, because you've been waiting for this for so long. But the bottom of the card says self-assessment, awakening and purpose, reckoning, atonement, right? Atonement and rejuvenation. So it could be, you know, there was a judgment call by your spiritual tribe. They saw the whole thing, even though you could only see what you could see, and the rest of it, you're using your intuition, but the rest of it, everybody, all your Sherpa tribe could see, and they're like, enough, that's enough. And I do believe here's the King of Wands again, showing up, King of Wands. So this person, you know, they're courageous and leader, and they're swift, and they have a strategy, and they have a strategy to the strategy, and they're moving, you know, their action. They do see you as a star, and this does mean wishes fulfilled, which it might be for them, because you have an upcome. I think you have blessings coming in you don't even know about. And then I have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So I don't know if this is going to make you feel better. And then I have the Emperor in reverse, which is not good, because that's like my 6-year-old having a temper tantrum in Walmart because he can't get his candy bar. That's kind of the vibe I get. Taurus, if this resonated with you at all, it sounds like you have some choices to make, as well as taking a time out. The nice thing is you can put this whole thing in a pause for a hot second and determine where you want to go and what you want to spend your time and energy and your resources on, and determine your worth. Nobody needs an answer this minute, you know, so you can take a minute and decide what you want to do. And you know, I encourage that, because this is a long-standing relationship. I get 7 years. So if you're not feeling fulfilled, it's a 7-year commitment. You're going to go back and forth, in and out, fight and recover, all this, all the drama, the chaos for a while. If this is not something that you're willing to entertain, then you're putting another period on it and you're moving forward, right? And you're going to pick a different chapter, and that's fine as well. I just work here. I just read the cards. I don't have any answers for any of y'all. I just sit here and tell you what I see. But I'm so super grateful for you to allow me to come and give you the energy week for the week reading, and appreciate your subscription, your likes and comments. Man, you are fulfilling my wish and my dream of helping other people across the planet with my gift. So appreciate each and every one of you. And until Wednesday, when we do the pulse, light and love. Take care.